So this is from number 3. Again the ghost sped on. He doesn't wait long at the lighthouse. Above the black and heaving sea. On, until, being far away, as he told Scrooge, from any shore, they lighted on a ship. They stop and look at and pause on a ship. They stood beside the helmsman at the wheel, the person driving the ship. The lookout in the bow, the officers who had the watch. Dark, ghostly figures in their several stations. But every man among them hummed a Christmas tune, or had a Christmas thought, or spoke below his breath to his companion of some bygone Christmas day, with homeward hopes belonging to it. And every man on board, waking or sleeping, good or bad, had had a kinder word for another on that day than on any day in the year, and had shared to some extent in its festivities, and had remembered those he cared for at a distance, and had known that they delighted to remember him. It was a great surprise to Scrooge, while listening to the moaning of the wind and thinking what a solemn thing it was to move on through the lonely darkness over an unknown abyss, a kind of a chaotic emptiness. He's talking about the sea here. He's thinking about Scrooge, thinking about the sailors who spend Christmas on the boat, whose depths were secrets as profound as death. It was a great surprise to Scrooge, while thus engaged, thinking these things, to hear a hearty laugh. It was a much greater surprise to Scrooge to recognise it as his own nephew's, and to find himself in a bright, dry, gleaming room, with the spirit standing smiling by his side and looking at that same nephew with approving affability. That's like friendliness. So that's pause number 3, where I want you to then think about this final summary about the ship